Hey friends. I had an insight today that I wanted to share with you. Um, it was pretty profound, so here we go. This morning I was on Facebook and I was reading my friend and shaman Vito Mucci, and he was talking about a concept or a redefining or redefining of a concept that has been floating around for a long time about um, like energy vampires, right? And how, we feel depleted because we feel like people are tapping our energy and siphoning off our energy, right? Whether it's in relationships, jobs, society in general, all the way out to, the matrix, right? And the archons, and how, some people believe like, that Earth is just an energy farm for the archons. And he introduced the concept of absorption and consent. And looking at it from this perspective, it's less about siphoning energy off and more about our collective inability to process our emotions and expecting others to absorb and process our shit for us without our consent. So anytime we are in a situation and someone's dumping on us without our consent, if, we get into an argument, or if someone just is angry at us and explodes, or when society, is piling on and expecting all of this reciprocity from us without any giving, right? All of the different ways that we are expected to give and take on and process and fix and do without consent. And that's exhausting, right? It's exhausting. It's the invisible labor that is interwoven into our psyche, especially as women. And I'm not saying that men don't do this too, but for a large amount of it, it's mostly women. As mothers, as wives, partners, we are expected to absorb a shit ton of um, invisible labor and process the emotions of the family, of the situation, of our partners, of our coworkers, of our friends, family, everything. We are constantly taking it on, and we really need to be more mindful, right? Because it's easy to sit back and say, well, they shouldn't do that. Well, yeah, of course, they shouldn't do that. But how are we giving our unconscious or subconscious consent by allowing it to continue? What are the tapes that are playing in our heads that are saying that we need to do this, we have to do this, or it's the only way we'll be safe? We need to uproot all of it and become conscious of all of the ways that we are giving our consent to this invisible emotional labor that is exhausting us, that is making us sick and overwhelming us. Because, ladies, friends, we have to stop doing it. The only way anyone can become responsible for themselves is by holding the responsibility themselves, right? So we can't keep taking everything on for everyone around us. We need to stop. It's a lot, I know. We need to start learning those boundaries, and we need to start learning to process our emotions, because I'm not at all sitting here saying that women don't do this too, because we do. None of us knows how to properly and effectively process our emotions 100% of the time. I think we're getting better at it. I think that more of us are becoming aware of it, and that's the first step. But until we're able to see our role in that, it's going to keep happening. And we're not going to feel any better. We're not going to get our energy back. We're just not. It starts here. It starts with our awareness of how we are unconsciously giving our consent to being dumped on by the people in our lives, by society, by the matrix, by all of it. And when we're able to process our own emotions around that and our own emotions around everything, when we're able to get clear in here, we can start setting better boundaries so that we're not so overwhelmed. And when we do that, right, we set an example for the people in our lives. We set an example and they start to see, oh, look at how good she's feeling these days. I want to feel like that. What are you doing? And you can say, hey, I'm taking responsibility for my own shit and I'm processing my own emotions and I'm setting boundaries and I'm not taking on everyone else's stuff anymore. And they're like, wow, how do you do that? And then you teach them. And then it ripples out. But it starts here. We need to become aware of all the ways that we unconsciously accept and absorb other people's stuff and their emotions and feel responsible for it. Like it's our responsibility to help them feel better. And it is not, friends. Our responsibility is to ourselves. And if we have children, is our responsibility fans out to kind of setting a framework and teaching them how they can do that for themselves, setting that example. That's it. Stop taking responsibility that's not yours. Stop absorbing emotions and shit from the collective, from your work, from your family, from your friends, from your partners. Stop it. Stop it. That's all I have to say. Much love to you. If you need help with this, I am available. And this fall, I am launching the full course of Grow and Glow, How to Care for the Soul While Embodied. And it is kind of like How to Human 101, all the stuff that we should have been taught from birth forward. And I will teach you how to take care of yourself in this world so that we can create a new world together. If you're interested, let me know. You can go to my website, kindredroot.com, and get on a mailing list, a wait list, so that you can be one of the first to know when I launch late summer. Join me, my friends.